Welcome to Not a Great Whisperer podcast. This is your host, Katie Ray. I am joined with, I'm pretty sure, my best friend, Kristin Wright, because we met at one event and then just started sending gifts to each other, as in memes, as in ridiculous things. So I know that we hit it off. So I just like to say thanks for joining.
Thank you.
I'm excited because I get to know you more today because it's about you. You kind of know everything about me. So I'm excited because I think you're amazing. You do amazing things. You're an entrepreneur. You are killing it. People love you. So let's talk about you. Are you cool with it? Let's do it. Where are you from?
I am originally from Maryland. I've been in Tampa most of my life. However, I moved here since I was 6. Oh, I moved here when I was 6. So
you're not from here though.
I'm not from here. My friends would argue with you and say I'm from here. I run into people from elementary school all the time, so I guess that means I'm kind of from here.
I get it. I was here when I was 5 from Buffalo, so people are like, you grew up there. And I'm like, okay, whatever. Say what you want. I know who I am. So awesome. And you own your own business.
I do.
What's your business name?
It's called Just Right Event Planning.
You're so awesome at these things too.
I love it.
It's so cool. How'd you know? How'd you get into it?
I was always that person in my friend group and my family group that planned and executed everything, whether it was a Super Bowl party to a baby shower for my sister. I did my brother's wedding from start to finish. So that was the point when I'm like, I think
I should do this.
I like this. So,
because you're like, I do this shit for free for you, but like
let me start getting paid to do this.
Oh my gosh. So you started how many years ago?
So I got my LLC officially about 3.5 years ago. I got laid off from my job last year, April 30th. So we're rolling up on the year mark that I took the leap to do it full time.
How cool. Oh my gosh, that's huge.
And currently have about 41 active projects.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a lot of projects.
21 of them are weddings.
Okay.
So I think I made the right decision to try to do it full time.
When I run the numbers here. So you're the organized person that I like to be friends with.
Yes.
Thank you for being that person. I always tell people when they're like, yeah, I planned this and this. You're like, execution. I designed, I implemented, it's done. I'm like, damn, that is organization.
Yes.
How was you're going on your year? I mean, that's scary.
Extremely.
How did you get through the beginning of it? Having just a couple projects going on.
It's still scary. I'm not going to lie. Because.
Oh shit. That was COVID a year ago.
And I've never been in a position where I wasn't getting a paycheck every 2 weeks. The position I was in when I got laid off, I had a company car, was not paying for gas, insurance, anything. And they literally let go of 500 of us on a Zoom call. So in those moments, I've never been unemployed since I was 15, 16.
Oh my gosh, that fear right there.
It was scary. So just getting my name out there, meeting with venues and trying to get my name on the list, letting people know I exist. Being that Florida never closed officially for COVID was kind of an advantage, but still a lot of work to try to get things locked in.
And so when you had your LLC, so you were doing just those projects on the side with having your company, with having your job?
Yes.
Okay, which is insane.
Like a little side gig.
Yeah, this is my side hustle.
Yes.
And so you did know you loved doing that though.
Very passionate about it.
And you were kind of pushed into it, but in a horrible way, you were pushed into it so how did you manage that emotion? Losing your job, all that stability, but knowing you love. It's a crazy balance.
It is a crazy balance. I'm going to go back about 5 years. I lost my brother 5 years ago, and he was that person that took those leaps. He moved to Atlanta, didn't have a full-time job, but knew he wanted to work with Turner Broadcasting. He went in, he was freelancing, doing things for free just to get his name in there and get to know people. And he landed a full-time job working with Shaquille O'Neal and Charles Barkley, starting from nothing to actually landing a position with a title. So I kind of used him as motivation, kind of trying not to look at the fear part.
Yeah.
and just take that leap and see what happens.
You kind of
it's
like,
not like I can't go apply somewhere if it doesn't work.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna make this work.
Yeah, you try to get his mindset. That's cool. And I mean, that had to have been a hard time 5 years ago. He's your younger brother?
We were 15 months apart.
Oh,
He was older, so we were kind of
basically like twins.
twins.
Yeah.
Yes.
And was that the wedding that you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So kind of a mixed emotion, obviously, but used him as motivation.
And is that your niece that you always post about?
Yes.
From
the baby?
Yeah, from your brother.
That's actually my nephew's.
That's your nephew's. Oh yeah.
Because I'm a great aunt.
I know every time I say I'm a great aunt too.
Before, but now I'm awesome because great just sounds so old.
I'm an awesome aunt. Okay. Oh my gosh, that is. Oh my God, I love that. You're way too young to be a great aunt, but that's cool.
I know. I was great. I'm just awesome.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
That's super cute because she's a little bit of my spirit animal. I think that's kind of huge. And 5 years when you lost your brother, you still doing events on the side, but you were in your stable job. So it was kind of like a pivotal moment for you to kind of bring him back to life through you.
Yes.
It was kind of cool.
Yes.
And I'm sorry, siblings are just so important.
They are.
So powerful. My sisters and bro are crazy pieces of my puzzle, right? Fun stories.
They help make your puzzle.
Oh my gosh, right? You're just like, oh my God. And 15 months, my sisters are 20 months apart. And they always like team up against me, you know? And I'm always like, God, I'm sorry I was 4 years later. I was the accident. Like you guys were just like back to back.
I might have been too. But hey.
But that's hard because, you still grieve that, right? You see that he's in you and you're just like pushing this out. You're killing it. And then you're just like, I wish I could share that.
This with him. Absolutely.
Because you're a badass. So 41 active projects, still all in Tampa Bay?
Yes.
Do you do like destination?
Well, I just did my first destination wedding in LA 3 weeks
cool.
ago.
Was that awesome?
It was the best experience ever. Got to see some of my homies from high school too that live out there. But just making partnerships from thousands of miles away and seeing everything come together, I can't even put it in words.
And how often do you so you have like your own vendors, of course, that you work with, but how often do you like have a vendor that you thought was awesome and it's just like they are not good to work with? Like it was like a friend of yours or something. Like how often did that happen? Like how many times did you have to do that to learn? Like all these people aren't you have to try them out or you have to
just a few.
Yeah.
I kind of do my research. I like
Yelp reviews.
And I'm also Olivia Benson low key, so I kind of like dig really deep, and before I can.
I know your relatives. I know where you've lived for 2 years. I know your.
Let me see your work. Or
that's
pattern
smart.
And kind of just feel out. Even through a conversation, I can kind of.
Because that falls back on you.
Correct.
Right. Okay, so because I feel like you kind of have like HIPAA laws with events, but favorite like event, like location that you've had, like it doesn't have to be the location, but like the one you've put on so far, like your favorite one.
Oh, location or
like just the one, just the event in general.
Oh man,
these are hard, right? Because you've had like a billion.
Question.
Okay,
Jeez.
Maybe location.
Well, I have to say LA was definitely one of the top that I've experienced. The chapel they got married in was an all glass chapel. The background was like the Pacific Ocean or whatever ocean on the side. So that was a whole vibe. And then the reception was at 71 above in downtown LA, 360-degree windows, skyline.
How did they know about you?
So the bride was actually one of my assistant managers when I was managing the guest store in Gainesville.
How cool. Networks run deep. Yeah, yes. That's so cool.
Like, I don't even, 100 years ago. I don't even know how many years ago. We never really stayed in touch, but she moved out to LA, moved back to Orlando, and reached out and said that she needed a planner, and here I am.
Oh my gosh, how cool is that? Networks run deep. See, make an impact on people.
Yeah.
She's like, I trust her. She's a hard worker. She's organized as shit. An all glass chapel, I'm still thinking. Okay, so not LA, say in Florida now.
Okay.
Okay.
In Florida, I love the West Event Space out on Madeira Beach.
Oh, I do too.
That location offers so much. You have multiple locations inside, have a courtyard. If you want to do a beach wedding, your guests hit the beach and walk right across the street.
Yeah, you're right. That is a really good location. I like it too. So favorite like theme you've put on. And do you sit down and help people brainstorm?
I do.
Okay.
A lot of my clients come to me. They may have a color scheme in mind, but they don't know which direction to go, or vice versa. They know I want boho, but that's all.
Have you always been creative? Like,
I have.
That's super creative.
I love DIYs. I'm not that person that's going to tell a client, nope, we're not using any of your DIY projects. We're going to find a way to make it tastefully fit in.
Oh.
It's your event.
I'm going to make something for my event that you're going to run, and it's going to be pretty ugly, and you're going to fit that in.
Make it tastefully fit within the theme. Even if I have to bedazzle it a little bit, we're going to make it work.
Gem.
Right.
Glue gun. We're going
to make it work.
I'm not great at this stuff. Yeah, like... These are hard, right?
They are.
I feel like my questions are pretty good. Thank you so much today. I'm feeling pretty good. Pretty hyped.
Well, I just did a wedding at Tampa Garden Club. The bride only wanted white, black, and greenery. So I had to dig deep to kind of make it...
everywhere?
That's all she wanted. Shit. And small pops of gold. So it was a favorite for me because it made me
look super cool.
Dig deep.
Oh, it was challenging as shit, wasn't it?
Ways to make her concept come
together.
But
But say like so the table cloth, like all that, everything.
Shit. She wanted to know.
Did it look super sleek though?
It did. It
was
like,
super cool.
Like Miami vibes.
Oh, of course.
Yes.
Gotta love Miami vibes.
But I'm still trying to think theme-wise, which was my favorite. But I enjoyed that one because
I mean, do you see things more of just like color schemes and not really themey, or do you do things with like ridiculous things? Are there funny ones? Are there funny themes?
Katie, you're making me. There are funny themes.
You have had so many projects. You're like, can I just focus on my 41 in the bucket right now? Like, can you stop?
The best feeling is like taking it and putting it to the back of the file.
Oh,
it's like,
done. That's so cool. You have a filing system, like a big portfolios of everything
I
that
do.
you. Oh my god.
I do.
It's like magic in there.
It is.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
What's your favorite part about the event piece?
My favorite part is seeing everything come together that day.
Okay.
All of the work that has happened for months and months and months and months. All of the contacts you've made, all of the reviewing of contracts you've done, just seeing in that moment the couple's face or the client's face when they walk in and they're like, oh my God, this is everything plus more.
Mm-hmm. And what's like the worst thing that's happened of the day, like a wrench thrown into something?
Oh,
like a DJ shows up hammered.
Rain pops up. Let's see the DJ. I had a caterer show up 2 hours late.
Oh, for food?
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
2 hours.
2 hours. They showed up as the ceremony was starting.
Oh my God. So prepping everything?
Yeah. I told them, I don't know what you're about to do, but I need cocktail hour set in about 14 minutes.
Oh my gosh. Oh yeah. And you're a hard ass.
Yeah.
You're like, get your shit done.
It needs to be done.
You had one job.
That's it.
And okay. So, and you're very inclusive. Everybody and everybody can come to you for any event, which I love.
Yes.
Which is very important. Love is love. And what do you think the hardest thing is when like a family gets involved when you're trying to deal with a couple?
Oh.
Like how do you handle that? I mean, I feel like because you're going to be the person, probably the parents or someone calls you because you're event planning. You're not just like doing the catering or this and that. So like, how do you handle that? Are you just like, please don't call me?
I wish I could sometimes. But I kind of love the fact that I come across families that want to be involved in such a special moment with, their kids or whoever it is. So I kind of talk to the client and I'm like, okay, let's give mom a couple of things that she's responsible for so she feels included, whether it's hotel blocks.
Yeah, it's something.
Let's just
let her get the rate. Let her get the rate in and let her feel good.
Let's make mom, lock in the transportation that day just to make her feel like she's included in.
Oh, I love that.
That's
actually really cute. All right. You're very patient. I can tell.
You can tell. How can you tell?
You're just because of how you just talk to people very eloquent. I mean, I was all up in your face at the event. And you were very kind and generous for your time. And we all were so drunk by the end because nobody ate anything. We just went straight in. And you were very patient with us. You're like, hello, everyone. Is everyone having a good time? So how's that, too? Those hours have got to be crazy for you because you're the whole event.
Yeah. I'm
just in the back, just living your life.
Hours. This is like all day.
Yeah.
A couple days.
So have you ever done an all-day event to all-night event?
Usually the setup to breakdown.
Because of setup.
Yeah. You're there all day.
So you've done back-to-back day weddings, but never like 2 events in one, right?
Oh, I've done that too.
Oh, my God. How's that possible?
I did back in December. I did a wedding in the morning in Tampa. The couple got married at a church, did the reception at Tampa Palms Clubhouse. And then I had an event that evening in Orlando at the Orlando Museum of Art for a 40th birthday celebration.
That's like a 2 a.m. to 2 a.m. day.
It was a long day, but seeing everything come to life was what.
Do you try not to do that though?
I do try not to do that, but
that just sounds insane.
My client out in Orlando was very special to me.
So oh yeah, you had to.
Gotta
you drove to Orlando. It wasn't even like a Tampa Palms. Like it wasn't even in the same.
It was like cleanup reception.
You go
I
big.
Had someone there just to make sure everything got cleaned up, and I was on the road to Orlando.
That's super cool though.
Yeah.
Do you have like a different adrenaline when events are going on? Like you're just awake, like kind of like oxygen's pumping through, like at the casino, keeps everybody awake all night. Like, is there something that goes on in your body? You just like.
I think after a certain point. Like for a wedding, after that ceremony takes place, things happen on time and they're in cocktail and people are starting to drink and mellow out. That's when I'm like, okay.
That's when you breathe. Oh, that's when you breathe.
And then I think just seeing the reactions throughout the night, the first dance or the mother-son and those type of events and highlight moments throughout the night.
That's super special.
I actually did an event, a birthday party, 30th. It was actually for a pastor. He's a young pastor, and he really wanted to show, I don't know, you call them his followers or his friends.
Oh, like his church follower? Yeah, I think he's, you say congregation?
There you go.
Nailed it.
You got it.
I love trivia. More.
Right, yes, that part. That you can live a Christian lifestyle and still have fun. So he wanted to celebrate his 30th. He he shares a birthday with his dad.
Oh my God, I love this so much.
Oscar themed party.
Oh my God, I love this.
We went all out. We had 9-foot Oscar trophies at the front. Anyway.
Did the congregation pay for this?
No.
That's awesome. How big? How do you get those that big? How do you get it that big? Like I can't even.
You know, my vendor friends have stuff that you would never.
That they just create. They created those.
Mm-hmm.
That is, I kind of want that theme.
Let's do it.
Red carpet, the whole thing.
We had the red carpet.
And they had so much fun.
They had a blast. And
30 years old. How cool.
And he told me that was the first time that his dad has ever hugged him.
Oh.
And
I'm done. Chills. I'm over.
Right, like tears, real tears. He said, you helped create memories that I will never, ever forget. And one was that my dad hugged me that night for the first time that I could ever remember.
Oh, that's super powerful. Oh my God. Okay, I'm done. I'm leaving today. Okay, let's have another Oscar party and create these memories for people. Oh my gosh, that is insane.
But just going back to little moments like that.
Yeah.
It just,
you're like, I'm where I'm supposed to be. That's it. I'm doing it. Does your family love that you do this? I mean, you've always done events for your whole family. So.
Yes. And I'm sure my parents are happy that I have other people helping me now.
Oh my God.
Like, hey Dad, can you come help me stack 200 chairs? It won't take that long if y'all
my
help.
Parents are
Mom, you blow out all the candles and put them in this box. Yeah, I'm sure that they're like, she finally found real people to help.
We never thought she'd have friends.
Right.
So you now have a team?
I do have a team at this point
cool.
that I bring on when I need them. So
that is awesome.
And going back to connections again, my main go-to, we worked at Wet Seal at 18 years old together. And we reconnected in the last couple of years because I did her baby shower.
This bitch just said Wet Seal.
This
is so... Of course I remember Wet Seal.
Did you have everything?
First of all, yes, and I shouldn't have been wearing any of this. I was a little heavier, but I picked small things to wear. And I'm just like, oh my God, you just said wet seal.
Right.
And I'd be like, why do all my friends look better than this? Am I not this size? Oh, okay. Oh, this is not normal size. Okay, great. That is so
We worked
funny.
At Wet Seal. Yes. You want me to say it again?
How awesome. No, it's just so great. Next, you're going to say rave.
Yes.
So you're going to bring rave in?
We didn't hit up rave too often.
They were always right next to each other in Countryside Mall.
Contempo.
Yes.
Casuals.
Yeah. So she helps you like it's kind of ad hoc, right? Like I have an event, I need your help on this. That's awesome to have that.
And she's dependable. She's creative. So if I'm like, Stace, I don't know. She's like, I got it.
Oh, and that's so awesome. And you did her baby shower recently?
I did.
That's cool. But did she reach out to you because she knew you were doing, like she saw one of your events pages? Like how did you reconnect for you to do her baby shower?
I think we just reconnected for her baby shower. And she's creative, so found her location. She told me what she wanted. She didn't want the traditional baby shower. Wanted it like a day party vibe. We had a DJ, rooftop.
Love that.
Didn't want to open gifts. It was literally like
a party.
As
it should be.
And most of the men were like, are all baby showers like this? Like, no.
No, but this is how they should be. Yeah, we always did like just a party with a lot of food. That was about it. But that's really awesome. What do you think, and your other team members is just, you have a couple?
Yep.
That you bring?
Couple more
Nobody
girls.
else from like Wet Seals or?
No.
Okay. Would have been pretty cool.
I don't know where everybody
So
is.
did you go by yourself to LA?
I did.
Wow.
Solo dolo. And I saw things out there I've never seen. People out there can't drive. Gas was like $7 for regular.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I think I'll just
go home after this.
Yeah. Go back to reality.
I think that is that's like, right, your vision, just like big events to just like run. You're organizing shit. Like you're the go-to.
Yes.
I wish I was organized. I like this. I cannot help you be creative, but I can come to the party.
Yes.
Just so you know.
I'm in
always.
But you are the party. Yes. The party arrived. Katie's here.
Yes. That. So when you, as an entrepreneur, I mean, have you done any like courses for other people, not like courses, but just like talks with other entrepreneurs who want to do event planning? Like, is that like a close-knit group, or do you not really know other event planners?
Well, I work with other event planners.
Yeah, right? Okay.
Yeah, we partner, especially if someone needs like an assistant for the day of or whatever. I think I've become part of a pretty close-knit circle. So not even just there's always stuff to learn. So anytime someone jumps on and they're like, hey, can you help me for a couple hours? I'm all in because I can be networking, learning.
That's super cool.
Things, so
I like that about different, like, because I've talked to a lot of realtors and things like that, and some, partner up in the community. But for event planning, I was always like, oh, but you do have to utilize each other, because sometimes people are really good or have an AV guy or have like this or have, and there's like what type of event. Sometimes people specialize in weddings, but you do all events.
I love all of them.
Even conferences?
I have done a conference. I'm actually helping to do it's like the second edition of it next month.
Cool.
So I've done that. I did a corporate event last year. It was a crab and shrimp boil.
Oh my gosh, yum.
We transformed the whole bottom lobby into, it looked like a southern picnic with like the checkered.
Oh my gosh, how cool.
Tablecloths. Yeah, it was a good time.
And sometimes are people just Googling event planners in the area and find you? It's not always through referral?
Yeah, mostly everything has been word of mouth.
That's so cool.
I have not spent $1 on advertising, which is crazy.
You don't need to. I mean, you have 41 projects in the what do they call it? I was going to say a word, but I just can't. Sometimes you forget sentences and words. It's fine. It's fine. This is what we do all day.
My life, or I say it and it's wrong.
Yeah, and you're like, what?
Like, what is that? What did you just try to say?
So what? Okay. I like to leave my billion listeners with a nugget from you. It could be about personal life. It could be about professional life. It could be about anything. What do you want to leave them with?
I want to say never give up on a dream. If it's something that you're passionate about, if it's something that you want to do, go for it. There's never going to be a time that's the right time to do it. Sometimes I feel like we're shoved into a corner to make you make that move, which I can say that was my situation. But if you're passionate about something, go for it.
And do you think when you was your family like finally when you did it?
All my friends are like, we've been waiting on this.
Because you've been so structured, right? You're just like a person that is organized and structured. And
yes.
So when that kind of threw you for a loop and you get laid off, you're like, oh, wow.
Here I am.
Yeah. And you're like, I don't know if Wet Seal's going to open back up. I might go back there.
Right.
But did you always know you'd be such a people person too?
I have always been a people person.
Yeah.
I had like my regular shoppers when I was doing retail. Yeah. Even back to when I moved back to Gainesville to open a new sector of guests for them. It was like the younger market. It was one of their first college stores. I had to kick people out. Like the basketball team would be in there hanging. I'm like, guys, it's a business.
This is a store. This isn't your locker room. Please leave.
Yeah, but
people want to chill. Yeah.
Come in and shop. They literally sit there and be like, Kristin, can you pick out stuff?
Oh my God, I love it.
Yeah.
That's cool though. And you just enjoy that.
I do. Building that rapport with people.
Yeah.
And I'm that person that I feel people just come and talk to and I'm like, why are they telling me? But I'll just
Did you say that about me when I walked up to you? How dare you?
I was actually really happy when you came and talked to me. Because I remember your intro song into that event. I was like, she's got it. I need to meet this lady after.
I do love that song. My kids know it's my intro. It's very important.
I hope they sing it for you when you come.
I actually expect that. Thank you, Kristin. I will add that to their responsibilities for the day.
Every day.
Do you think as just a woman in the industry too, event in general, I think there are a lot of women in your industry.
Yes. They
like expect it to be women. I feel like sometimes. Is that weird? Yeah. Just because we're organized and controlling? Right. Is that important? Controlling. Do you feel like sometimes vendors, though, don't give you the respect that you've earned? Like vendors just all around?
Hit or miss.
Yeah.
That's why I think it's just really important to build that circle of trust.
Yeah, I mean.
I have my key go-tos at this point.
Yeah.
And if they can't do it, I have, like I say, an A, B, and C list. But I think once you find that group that they respect you, and they tell you you can do this, and they encourage you. Yeah, I'm good.
And do you find that in a way like we are seen as intimidated sometimes when you're a women entrepreneur?
Absolutely.
Yeah. You're not intimidated though. But you are intimidating, but you're not intimidating. But we are a little like tiny bit. I do feel like that too. It's like, because I run my own shit and I do my own thing, like I'm seen as intimidating. And that, whatever.
Get over it.
Have them all.
Yeah, get over it.
Get you guys. Okay, so we got your nugget, never give up, which I love. Because I think it's like people say it, but like, what do you mean? Like, what do you really mean, never give up? But I think you're kind of doing it. And your personal life, like what are some things that you do for yourself to like fill your cup up? Because you're making everybody's dreams come true. Basically, you're Oprah. You get a car, you get a car, you get a car, you get a car. Like you have that, you're building memories for people, and that's like the most important thing to do. What do you do to fill your cup up?
I think family time fills my cup up. Obviously you saw the little munch.
Little nugget.
Yeah, I pick her up in 24 hours. I'm exhausted, and she's filled my cup
and go home. And go home.
So family for sure is that key that keeps me going.
Do you get that as a woman business owner too? Like, where's your kids, or do you have kids all the time? Exhausting.
I do have so much time. You must not have
kids.
Yeah.
I don't have that much time. But yeah, that has to be a little bit of that stereotype, milestone hits or things like that. But I think I fill my cup up with family all the time. And you're right. Sometimes it's filled too much and you're like, I'm going to leave now. My cup is overflowing. Thank you.
Right.
But I love that. I think about you, just your confidence, independence, your personality. You're very personable. Like you're people say that so much now, like your energy, but it really is like, I wouldn't have walked up to you if I was like, she's a bitch. I don't feel like I would have, but I also like connected right away with you because I do see your passion. Like you wanted to make sure Vanessa's day was where it needed 100%. To be. Yeah. And the connection there, I mean, you did her wedding, didn't you?
No.
No?
I met her at Amplify for the very first time.
Oh my God. But West Events was where she did her wedding. So she knew the area. Okay. Oh my God.
And I actually just hopped in to be the venue manager for
Oh my God. How
days.
cool.
And when I saw like the activities and stuff, I was like, please sign me up for both
activities
days.
With it. Woo!
Both
I know. I
days.
get powerful. I get amped in rooms like that. But that's so cool. See, I would have thought.
Yeah, I just
you are killing it.
Just landed there.
I'm so excited
And here we are.
to have a party. But I want you to plan it, but I also want you to be there. Fully dressed.
Fully dressed.
In whatever theme we're in.
Oh gosh.
If it's Oscars, I don't know. I might steal that theme. I don't know. There's just a lot of emotion to that theme, and I like it. I think I also like red carpets and gigantic. Can we just use theirs, or pay for new ones?
I got red carpet, whatever you need.
Oh yeah. So what do you? Oh my God. Last question. Not last question. Whenever I want to feel like it's a fucking last question. What do you do with all that shit after?
Oh my God. So
do not tell me you have a storage unit of like 9-foot Oscar.
Well, luckily, the people I get a lot of the larger things from, they're the ones that have like 7 or 8 units that full
Oh, okay.
stuff.
And then
But my garage at this point is becoming
oh my gosh. Someone could come and like shop there, like a party city.
Correct. Party City, Michael's, Joann's, Hobby Lobby, like whatever you want to call it. Yes, you could go shopping in my garage.
Oh my God.
But it's organized.
Oh, I do not doubt it's color coded and shit. I do not doubt any of that. There's a new Organized show on Netflix. I feel like you'd love it. My sister watched it and is like, look, I should be on this team. And I'm like, because like organized people, I love you guys. I want you around me.
Does it stress you out a little bit sometimes?
It stressed me out because I need to be there and I will never get there. Like I'm self-aware. Okay. Like I get like, that's awesome. But like how I can't do it. I'm very, like, I mean, look at me. I look, I was just kidding. I don't even know how to dress myself anymore. I love that about you. It's Just Right Events.
Yes. And Wright, my last name.
W-R-I-G. With a W in front of the R.
Mm-hmm.
But I love that. I think it's a perfect name too. Because it's just right.
Yeah.
Did you like that?
Of perfection.
Okay.
That's my little tag.
Where can we find you?
You can find me on Instagram. You can find me on Google. My Google reviews are there. You can find me on my website, justrightevents.com.
Mm-hmm. All the things.
You can find me with Katy.
You can find me, yeah, of course you can, at Not a Great Whisper podcast page, at The Real K Ray, katyray.com. BK Creative Studios and Ivor today. Kristin joined, and I'm so happy to see your face. And your company's awesome. I'm like in my head, I'm like, what event do I need to have? I told you about our renewal of vows thing, so I do want that to be a ball, and I just don't know where we're going to have it yet. But you'll see Kristin during that too. Because
that's the fun part, finding the right location.
Finding it and the right people, and you're it. I can't wait to shop in your garage. Thanks for joining today.